On the news tonight, Anambra Deputy Governor Ibezim dedicates his birthday to God. New UNIZIC VC assures of brighter prospects for the institution. Federal government bans awarding of honorary degrees to serving politicians. And on the foreign scene, Taiwan leaves a restriction on food imports from Japan. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report and script-loss element to the security operators for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 080-022-00008. My name is Chidima Orangwa, and now the news in full. Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Nyakachukwu Ibezim has dedicated his birthday to God and to the selfless service of Anambra in his capacity as the state's second citizen. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo report.
Speaking during a mini birthday celebration organized for him by his wife, Mrs. Oluchi Ibezim in Oka, the deputy governor noted that the essence of gift of life from God is service to humanity and pledged to continue to support the administration of Governor Chukwuma Soludo in the drive to build a better Anambra.
I thank God for keeping me alive despite the challenges of work to see them to this day. I keep on saying that today that God has woken us all up, we can say yes, we have today, but tomorrow we don't.
In their separate remarks, the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Tony Collins Nwabuwanne, Commissioner for Environment, Engineer Felix Odimegu, and the Commissioner for Lands, Professor Ofonze Amuchazi, thanked God for the life of Dr. Ibezim and prayed for his continued protection. Others who spoke at the event, including the Commissioner for Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Barrister Tony Ifanya, the Marshal General of the Anambra State Solution Marshals, Barrister Titus Abudo, Dr. Amechi Nwachukwu, and the Mayor of Idemili North, Chief Stanley Nkwoka, commended the Deputy Governor's humility and loyalty to his principal, Professor Soludo, expressing optimism that Anambra will witness disruptive transformation and growth under the second term of Governor Soludo and Dr. Ibezim. In Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Seventh Substantive Vice Chancellor of Anambra University, Oka, Professor Gochukwu Anyahie, has promised to pay UNIZIC workers employed since 2019 their first salary before Christmas 2025. The VC made the promise during his post-assumption press briefing held at the Senate chambers of the university in Oka. Justice Onyemobi filed this report. We apologize for that mix-up. A concerned citizen expressed optimism that Professor Governor Chukwuma Soludo will consolidate on his legacy projects across Anambra State, especially road infrastructure, in his second term of his administration. Speaking to the ABS at his country home, Ndiowu in Orumba North Local Government Area, Engineer Ejenike stated that Governor Soludo has, through his quality road network, opened up various hinterlands in the state, which he noted has ensured effective business transactions and increased internally generated revenue for the state. Engineer Ejenike, while calling on Anambra to continue with their support and prayers for Governor Soludo and all those in authority, commended the governor for bringing quality, affordable and efficient healthcare delivery to the people. He noted that the free education policy of the Soludo administration has led to an influx of pupils and students to schools and colleges, and called for the compulsory teaching of moral education in schools to improve the moral tone of the society. Still on the news this evening, the National Universities Commission, NUC, has banned universities in Nigeria from conferring an honorary doctorate award to serving public officials. The Commission has also vowed to begin a crackdown on illegal universities awarding fake degrees to individuals across the country. Executive Secretary of NUC, Professor Abdullahi Yusufu Ribadu, announced this in Abuja on Friday while receiving a report from a committee investigating the award and public use and misuse of honorary doctorate degrees by recipients in Nigeria. He noted that the measures were to curb the growing misuse of honorary doctorate degrees in the country, including a decisive ban on the award of such degrees to 7 public officials. Ribadu said the Commission was compelled to act following alarming findings from a nationwide investigation into how honorary degrees are awarded and used. According to Ribadu, the trend has been worsened by the rise of unaccredited and illegal institutions, both local and foreign, operating as honorary degree mills. Professor Ribadu explained that NUC's investigation uncovered widespread violations, particularly of the KFI Declaration of 2012, an agreement by vice-chancellors of Nigerian universities to regulate the award of honorary degrees. He warned that misuse of honorary titles undermines the integrity of universities and diminishes public trust in genuine academic qualifications. Taiwan lifted all restrictions on Japanese food imports today in another show of support for Tokyo after reports that China will stop purchases over a row with the new prime minister. The government in Taipei imposed a blanket ban on food import from 5 Japanese regions in and around the site of the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster before easing some restriction in 2022 and 2024. Taiwan's Food and Drug Administration said on Friday that Japanese food safety management measures returned to normal with immediate effect. The agency said after Taiwan's relaxation, only China, Hong Kong, Macau, Russia and South Korea have specific import control measures for Japanese food products. Taiwan's announcement comes after a row between Japan and China was triggered by a suggestion from new Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takachi this month that Tokyo could intervene militarily in any attack on the island. And from our sporting text, Paul Pogba is expected to make his long-awaited return to action after over 2 years out of the game when Monaco traveled to Rennes this Saturday in Ligue 1. The 2018 World Cup winner has made only 12 appearances across the last 3 seasons due to injuries, a doping suspension and extortion case in which he was the victim. But the chance to salvage his career came to the 32-year-old in the form of Ligue 1 side Monaco, who decided to take a gamble on him once he became available again following the conclusion of his suspension in March. Pogba's return has twice been delayed due to knocks picked up the autumn, but after having won 4 Italian league titles with Juventus and the 2017 Europa League with Manchester United, Pogba is now set to play club football in the home country for the first time in his professional career. Regardless, all eyes will be on Pogba to see if his innate ability to execute the past few L's could even imagine such less pull-off has not disappeared with time. Anambra Broadcasting Service ABS Insider News Award winning reporter Mrs. Ngozi Obileri has buried her octogenarian father, Chief Tony Odi Maka at Amago Village, Anambra East Council area, as people from within Anambra State and beyond gathered to pay last respect to the deceased. Chief Maka, popularly known as Obi Odiagba, amongst the Ezensuwe title holders and community members, was buried earlier while the funeral rites were concluded yesterday. Correspondent Kenneth Kuchkudi now reports.
In her remark on her father's personality, Mrs. Obileri emphasized that the father was a contented, peaceful, and humorous man who, as an Eze title holder, used his position to settle disputes while ensuring community progress.
My father was peaceful. He doesn't like chaos. He hates violence with passion. He likes serene and peaceful environment.
Speaking to the ABS after dancing in honor of his father with the deceased title regalia, according to tradition, his son, Mr. Chinonso Mmaka, explained that the father was a good man who took his title over 50 years ago and communed with him and all peacefully, urging all to live uprightly. Explaining the unique culture of Nsugbe as the title holders, Chief Ifeanyi Chukwu Tabubo noted that a deceased member must be brought back home a day before he is buried, from where the funeral will commence from dusk until dawn, holding for days with other funeral rites taking place after the Ezes have done theirs. Commissioner for Information, Chief Law Mefo, the Managing Director of ABS, Mr. Chris Mwoloku, the Managing Director of Purity FM Mbaku, Dr. Chris Anyalebechi, an in-law, Mr. Chris Obileri, and an age mate of the deceased, Chief Michael Amakom, all spoke highly of the deceased, condoling with the family while advising that his legacies be kept alive. From Nsugbe, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
And that's just about it on the news tonight. But before we go, a quick reminder that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world via our website, which is www.absradiotelevision.com. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Radio Television on YouTube, and ABS Radio Television on our social media handles, ABS Radio TV on Instagram and X. A quick recap of our top stories. Anambra Deputy Governor Bezim has dedicated his birthday to God. New Unizik VC has assured of brighter prospects for the institution. Federal government has banned awarding of honorary degrees to 7 politicians. I will tell you on the foreign thing that Taiwan has lifted restrictions on food imports from Japan. And that's it on the news tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Chidima Orangwa. Good night.